what's going on? So I got a little bit of downtime right now. Um, and I know I said I was gonna make a particular video about how black people can create their own economy. I'm gonna just go ahead and knock that out in this video too. But I also wanted to talk about who black men should listen to, especially the young people. All right, because since everything is switching, and from the age of deception to the age of knowing, there's a lot of things being exposed. That's why you see people like Kwame Brown. After 20 years, a lot of young people don't even know who Kwame Brown is. I know who Kwame Brown is. All right. I also remember Stephen A. Smith, that little patch-eyed. Wait, is it after 2 minutes yet? Okay. Cause I guess that be working for him, so I'm gonna start doing that too. But there's a reason why people like him are you know being given the spotlight. All right, it's because we are in the age of Aquarius. Pimp God said that. All right, but we gonna get into it. Just let this 2 minutes pass before we can really start getting into it. But I hope y'all doing okay, man. It's crazy things happening out here, but it's also a great time to be alive if your third eye is open. You know what I'm saying? Um, all right. So yeah, Stephen A. Smith with that little patch-eyed bitch. He always been talking about Kwame Brown, talking about some Kwame Brown. Been talking about this dude. All right, and I still ain't heard what he was talking. The answer to his question. Why was you at them colleges, boy? Huh? Why was you at them colleges? So he's still waiting on the answer. $14. Wait, hold on. I said I was gonna do this. So all right, you guys. So that's that. So who should young black men listen to? Pimp God or Kevin Samuels? I think it would depend on your current state of mind, your current energy vibration of which you're at your particular life stage. Okay? What you got to understand is Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels caters to the woman. All right? That's who he's making his money off of when it comes to image consulting. Okay? He's making his money off of. Because who does he have in the queue? All right, he has women in the queue to call in. Okay, and that attracts the men. All right, so what you got to understand is a high value man, which is what he preached, a high value man in a woman's eyes. Now the orders won't start coming through when I spinning some game. So high value man in a woman's eyes is still a sucker. Okay, go ask that dude over at the gloves off show. That's Warren B's boy. Dr. E. Harlan Scott. He'll tell you firsthand. He was already that dude. Okay. He had a successful business. Making all this damn noise when I want to go live. Y'all don't mind that noise, man, because if I go off to that app, it'll make it act weird. So he was already the high value man that back in the day before Kevin Sanders was even talking about high value man. Okay. And he was still having issues with women. Why is that? Is it really you or the woman? Because from my understanding and what Pimp God teaches, the pimps already knew what the women wanted. All right. Pimp God used to say, what, why does a woman give a pimp her money? Is it because he's a high value man? It's not because he's a high value man. That woman views that pimp as leadership through seeing that energy. A woman looks inside of a man. She can manipulate a man based on what he views of himself. And see, that's what Pimp God teaches. He said that he came across somebody in Cleveland and gave him the definition of power. And he said, and I'm paraphrasing now, but the videos is on his channel. But he said that power is the ability to basically write to yourself and believing who you are, okay, and what you will be and what you are in this present moment, because that's the only thing that exists right now in this present moment. Okay, the future and past, those are illusions. All right, the present moment is all that exists right now. So who you believe, your ability to believe in yourself as pretty much as a man, and I'm paraphrasing again, as a man, but you're a man writing your own story script. Okay, why would you write yourself as the side character? Why would you write yourself as a villain to your own self in your movie, right? Kevin Samuels ain't talking about that type of stuff. And the things that he talk about is very concrete. And when he has the women come on, he asks them, what kind of man, how much money do you want out of a man? And see, that'll mess a woman up, because she'll put herself in a situation and not using her her ability to see into a man. It puts her in a handicapped position of viewing man as a man. You see what I'm saying? By looking at the logistics of everything. Oh, does he have 400,000 a month so I can stay at home and not work? All right. What if that man is like Charlemagne the God, that little patch-eyed bitch? What if he's like Charlemagne the God? Charlemagne the God is a high value man, based on Kevin Samuels' definition. Okay, and not just his definition, but how women interpret. When you ask the average woman what is a high value man, she gonna think about money. Okay, that's what they thinking of, money. So all you need is money. What if the dude has the potentiality of raping somebody allegedly? Huh? Is that what we're teaching the young daughters? Is that what we're teaching the young men to do? The young men to just view everything on outside of themselves as themselves, instead of going inside themselves and writing their own story to create power within themselves. So when you walk up in a room, the bitches freeze and don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? That's what women do when they were brought up to put down men and think as men as beneath them in a in a gynocrat type of family situation upbringing. And then when they come across someone like you got this energy about you. Okay, I never heard Kevin Samuels talk about this energy about you. All right, it's just about money over there. What if you lose your money? You ain't high value no more. What if you lose your change? You ain't high value no more. So to the young people in the young generation, the young daughters, the young men, just understand that what what's going on. Okay, Kevin Samuels makes his money off of the women watching, off of the women being invested into this high value man thing. Okay, but if you really want some game, go over and learn what the pimps knew. Okay, you can find that out by going over to Pimp Guy's channel. Okay, and when I'm watching his content, and then when I break it down and utilize of it in my own perception, then I break it down my way. But I just want you guys to understand that Pimp God is on to something over there. I'm just telling you, not through these eyes. I'm telling you through this eye. All right. So that's that. And before I go, I want to also tell you guys about creating your own economy. So what you got to understand is, with this age of Aquarius, there's a lot of opportunities to create your own economy. All right. And how black people can do it is first learning about business and everything. Did anybody check out, that video that I shared to my community post about trust? I made a video talking about how to set up an LLC, understanding what an LLC in relation to the IRS, understanding the trust and the different types of trust in relation to the IRS. I even gave you guys the guide to go holla at to see the particular trust that I use. I told you guys the LLC that I use, okay, and the different reasons why I use each one. All right. So if you haven't checked that out, go scroll through my community tab. All right. You're gonna probably see Liberty Aid Academy. That's a great place to learn about business for black men. Okay. Um. So once you learn that, you won't be worried about getting money and then what I gotta do with taxes and all this. He'll take care of you there. All right. So after you get that, you want to come up with a product. Okay, a service is a good middle ground. You can make money doing that. A lot more than a W-2 job working at McDonald's. Okay, because you capped off. You understand? You capped off when you equating your money to time, and that's how we're brought up. Okay, especially in single parent households, we're brought up to go get a job. Okay, now that creates structure and develops a work ethic. But once you got that developed, it's time to go make your own damn money based on not your time, but based on the value that you can provide through your product or service. All right. So the first thing you're gonna need is, what is that? Okay. Like one of the things that I do is food delivery business. Okay. Y'all see the clothing brand. All right. So it's putting yourself in positions like that, or learning a trade. All right. Like I went to school to be a veterinary technician, but there's so many things I can do that I don't need to go to the actual hospitals and be a W-2 employee underneath the IRS. I can go and start my own business and go clip dog nails, okay, and make a killing doing that. I can go shopping for pet parents um, or make dishes for pet parents since I know what a cat or a dog needs nutrition wise. Okay, because I have that skill, I have that trade under my belt. All right, so it's all about switching from that W-2 employee mindset and then going over to, it's really just God status, creating out of thin air. All right. So once you got things like that, and I mean, there's so many things with all this um things and exposure of things coming out. I didn't know. I didn't used to know how to create shirts. I didn't know how to create mugs. But the Most High put that on my spirit and put that through my perception. I was like, damn, that's all I got to do. So I made it happen. Set up the LLC trust. Boom. Got the bank account for it. That's the other thing. Setting up the bank account for it and all that stuff. But you'll learn that in Liberty Aid Academy through that community tab post on this channel. And then once you know what it is that you're trying to do, it's also learning how to connect that product to the clientele base and letting people know about that. All right. And the best way to do that, and this is the key to creating your own economy. Your own economy will be an email list, not your YouTube channel, not your IG with a whole bunch of followers, not your Facebook, because that is the property of another person's LLC or another person's, which is a business all in itself, property. All right. When you have an email list, that is your property. All right. And nobody can, you ain't got to be like, oh, get the likes up. Oh, do this, do that. Share this content. You ain't got to tell people to do that. All right. And how you get people on your email list is first create the email list. Okay. You got things like MailChimp. You got things like Aweber, Get Response. Those are email lists. All right. And then you set up advertisements, usually through places like Craigslist, Facebook ads, Google ads. And basically what you're telling people to do is get on your email list. Just like, for example, y'all see how I have a discount code for my clothing. And you get that by get on the email list. Okay? So it's kind of, give them a reason to get on your email list. Exchange. And then when you come out with new products, or coming out with a product or service, you already have a clientele that already knows, likes, and trusts you. Okay, what does every other business do? Don't they got your email list and they email you all the time? And then if they got a YouTube channel with a whole bunch of subscribers, or IG with a whole bunch of followers, that's extra ice on the cake. All right, but that's something that you own. And then you can start creating money out of thin air when you match the product or service with something that you own, of the customers or the clients. You got a number of customers that you can hit at all at one time, and then a certain number of people say, hey man, can I get that? And then boom, if you're selling something for $50, you got 50 people that respond to your email. Boom, 50 times 50. And I saw this in play when I was with my first mentor, Larry Wills. And he showed me firsthand that we created over $1,200 in 48 hours doing this. So ever since I saw that, that changed my perception of this thing that we call society. And they don't teach this stuff in school. Okay, because if everybody knew this information, it would be kind of like how nobody wants to work right now because they found out another way that the government will pay them. It'd kind of be like that. So nobody would be working in the restaurants. So that's kind of the reason, but there's bigger things at play. But um, yeah, that's how black people can create their own economy. Um, and y'all know y'all can set up a consultation fee or holler at me if y'all need more in depth. But I'm pointing to the direction of where y'all can go without having to pay me. Um, so you're welcome. Y'all have a good day. Y'all welcome. Oh, what's up, Dominique? What's up, man? Yeah, man, that's just what's going on, and that's why I said at the beginning it's a beautiful time. Um, Even though it's a lot of crazy stuff going on, people about to start getting evicted out of these buildings. Somebody actually set my brother's apartment on fire because they about to get evicted. So they tried to take that out on everybody. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just watch y'all back, man. Y'all keep y'all third eye open. Uh, I'm probably gonna have to make a video on how to keep that open, and who has that ability, because everybody ain't got that ability. Uh, but yeah, man. There's a reason why I have a trust in the LLC, and why I prefer to work by myself or as self-employed as opposed to a W-2. There's a reason, and those are the resources that you can learn from. Um, and go at the end of the day, man. If you really trying to be the highest, now Dr. E. Holland Scott, he called it the superior man, and there's also books out on being the superior man. But superior man versus the high value man, I would learn how to be the superior man, and that's what Pimp God and Dr. E. Holland Scott are talking about. All right, now YouTube ain't gonna promote them, and there's a reason why. We all know. All right. Anytime a social media will delete the president of the United States of America off the entire platforms, YouTube, Facebook, off all of that, that just lets you know who's really connected to who. Anytime you got a patch-eyed bitch like Charlemagne the God allegedly out here raping and then throwing bunkies at grown ass men and shit, you know what I'm saying? Who y'all really connected to? What's really going on? What's real? What's fake? And we starting to learn what's really fake and what's really real and who's really deceiving without giving any logical explanation. Right? But I'm gonna go ahead and get off this platform and get back to the doing business. All right, y'all. Peace.